welcome to the first interlude between Gobos 1 and 2. We go back to our scene. A little recap, if you will. But we will focus on one member. As they shout out, "We are the Mirthful Lights!" The goblin in the back draws their blade. Anger stricken on their face as they rush in for the kill. Jinx, I need you to roll initiative.
I believe we rolled initiative last time.
Oh, okay. Well, in this encounter, only 2 initiatives matter.
Mm-hmm.
And you go first. So if we
Who coming at me? Yeah, that's what I wanted to do last time.
If we reset the board we have here, he's still here, technically. Mon's here. You are here. As we focus in on what's happening to Jinx. Jinx, what would you like to do?
So what's just happened?
So, you're right. I should have said.
Like,
if
I just announced we are the Mirthful Light.
We are the Mirthful Lights. As this man, known as Fairborn, is asking Evandor what is going on. You admit to the group, we are the Mirthful Lights. A few of these folks, the ones who are doing and performing this ritual, seem out of it. Very much could be from the spell or the ritual they were casting and been preparing for the past 4 hours or so. As you announce, we are the Mirthful Lights, the goblin in the back who handed the sheet to the kobolds, known as Abraham, draws their blade as you prepare a stance, noticing this man pulling out their weapon. His face scrunches in anger as he says to you, I knew I recognized you. And I thought I killed you all. The rest of the enemies are all passing out. Ivera is struck with some sort of... Well, obviously she's quite shaken, distraught, torn apart. Evandor seems to be in a mode of fear, as well as somehow not able to really focus on anything else but Magnus. Salem, next to Evan, right now is trying to soothe Evan down as Amon peeks around the corner. And as a fight breaks out, Amon charges over to Magnus. And as you see this man coming at you, the goblin, it's your initiative to act.
Okay, so I didn't.
You can be in stance if you want. What do you
Well, it's just when they started running, Heidi. If you look at my character sheet, you'll see what Jinx is currently holding in their hands.
In the equipment, right? The action?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Jinx is currently holding a healing potion in one hand and a scroll of fireball in the other.
Yeah.
And that was genuinely how my character sheet was.
Yep. Do you wanna you can cast it. Do you wanna cast it while
Yeah.
when do you want
I'd like to cast can I cast it when this guy starts running?
This guy starts running. Yeah, you know he's
Yeah, so
coming
it's gonna
towards
try
you.
to hit all three of them.
Yeah, go ahead. Cast
I
fireball.
might, I, I might not be able to put it off. I have to do my special stuff.
Yeah, don't you need a trick, which is one action, and then
Yes, but I just need to check the DCs because we've leveled up, right?
yeah.
So DC might be higher.
I think it will just be the DC of the spell.
That makes sense. That'd be 20.
Yeah.
With what
So,
level?
um,
5. The DC for level 5 is also 20.
so here's the thing. What spell rank is this of a fireball? It's just a normal third rank, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, 20. And yeah, you're right. It does say
20.
level DC is 20. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Shoot that shit.
Cool. Just got a fireball arcane spell.
Yep. So that would be Arcana. Let me pull up a fucking.
I was just looking to make sure it's not like I can't cheat and use charisma.
No, you can't. I refuse.
Well, there's something about it, but I don't think it's for this. So that's a natural 20.
Yeah, you are able to use your turn to.
Sometimes the dice do believe.
Sometimes it does too. Yeah. Not 20. Where do you center the fireball?
If I click it in my inventory, I
Yeah.
can put it down as a big circle. Where's it
Yeah,
gone?
go ahead. Here, let me also
Do I want
open up
to press
Foundry for this fight.
use? No, I go into the spells set. Question mark. Activation's car. Place 20-foot burst. So no, not there. I'd like to not fireball them on
Uh,
if it can be helped.
yeah. Let me see. It's been a while since I used
There we
this.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. You're able to hit all these people. What do they have to make? What kind of save rolls? Reflex.
They have to make a DC 21 reflex.
Okay. You reflex save. 39.
Fucking hell! What?
You reflex save.
Sorry. Am I? We
25.
might checking the rules. I think one of
You
these
rolled a
people is
critical
taking no
success.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a critical success.
that's a success for the 25. So that's 11.
Um,
I think. Yeah, basic.
let's see what this basic bitch is gonna do. Um,
What the absolute fuck?
basic reflex save. 29. They're rolling high.
It
I
takes
don't know
off.
why. I don't know why they're. So does Fireball have
So
a?
it has 22 damage.
Are these guys in the range?
No.
No, these two are not, but this guy is. Takes 22 damage. What's a DC?
Yep.
What's a failure by 3? Success. Yeah, this guy. This guy's straight up dead.
Yeah, like. Oh. No, I don't think he was necessarily one of the bad ones, but.
I mean, he was there.
20,
Oh, not targeting spellblades.
at least we're going out with a fuck you.
Yeah. Didn't think you were gonna use your Skull of Fireball immediately, but you know what? Sometimes beggars can't be choosers.
Well, out
yeah,
of character, I know that we get teleported away and it's a waste of resources, but Jinx does not know that.
Yeah, that's fair. He has to save as well, Magnus. He gets a 31, which is a success. Critical success, even. Fun. So you, with your Skull of Fireball, you're able to cast it, killing 2 of these motherfuckers. This guy takes half that. So that. Oh, wait. I forgot. I can just hit that. Half that. Ignore that name, because that's not his real name. Abraham gets struck in this fireball and takes apparently no damage. What? Do you have immunities? Oh, you do. But you should. You're weird. I don't know why you are not taking that damage because you have. Anyway. But a critical success on a fireball is a miss. Or no. Let's see. It's a basic reflex, so it's still
Yeah,
half.
basic. So it's no on a crit. It's none.
It's none?
Yeah, that's how basic works.
I thought
Right?
basic. I thought. Critical success. Fireball. Pathfinder 2 weak.
Basic save.
Uh.
Basic saving throws. Critical success, you take no damage from the effect.
Okay.
Gaff said get fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was referring to you or the game they're playing, but
it could be both. It could be just you who is saying it too.
I was right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
so you cast the fireball, and
oh no, Gaff's telling me to get fucked because I dealt no damage.
Yeah. As you cast and throw this fireball, Magnus is able to swiftly move his hand, and the fire that hits the ground around him doesn't. It's like a force field.
Unlike see people roar.
The other two people in Goblin Mask, as well as Abraham, get engulfed in flame, but unlike the other two Goblin Mask men who die, Abraham still stands, burning his mask. What?
Well, Gaff was getting annoyed for me not listening to them, but I can't hear them because you're talking to me.
Oh.
What were you saying, Gaff? Oh, okay.
What?
Did you hear that, Gaff?
No, I didn't.
Gaff said their favorite person to eat raw is Avera.
That's funny.
Get laughed a lot.
Yeah.
Sadly,
on your fireball, this man was able to move fast enough to dodge it.
Yeah, that's something in the world.
He makes his way to you. And he says, I thought I guess I have to finish the job here. He comes up with his sword. He'll make one strike, a 23. Sorry, I was looking at his other effects. I forgot what he had. And a 29.
Both hit.
What's your 8? One misses.
Wait, what did you say? 27 and 29?
23 and 29.
Oh. I'm not within 5 feet of Evandor, so my AC is 24.
Yeah. You take 16 points of damage from his slash.
Okay.
As he comes up and cuts you. And it's your turn.
Paul Bean. He has a plus. That wasn't a natural 20, so he has probably a plus 20 to his reflex. So, high dex character, that's going to put him what? 2-3 levels ahead of me. So, what's he going to be weak at? I don't want to do dex saves. I'm worried he's going to have a high AC. Could try a buff, but not sure it'd be very helpful. I've been wanting to do this, and because you're going to have to narrate this to everyone else, I want to
Yeah.
make it as crazy as possible.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Lovely. Jinx is going to run away.
You fucking
Jinx is going
serious?
to go here and run right over here. Delete that fireball area. I can't wait for you to tell everyone
Well,
what to do.
you know, that's it. Um,
Cool. Jinx is
oh, sorry.
going to. Oh,
I accidentally paused it. No, my bad.
so one action pull that's deleted it without posting it. I hate how this works sometimes. I'm going to use that spear that makes someone become my undead robotic minion.
On this guy right here?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. What do I have to do?
I think he becomes an animated corpse. I just need to go find the item again because I did it.
Yeah, let's see here.
Well, because I pressed use before I pasted the text. You have to paste the text first because use just is a delete button. Okay, it's fucking shit. Add it back to my inventory. That one. Delete.
2 things to interact.
Alright, animate a corpse as a zombie shambler, Gabe. Can you make him a zombie shambler NPC?
I'll just put one on. It won't have a token.
That's fine.
Uh,
Agent Rex, for 1 minute, he's not evil. Zombie minimum performs actions like choose when I command it. If you don't command it, it takes no action.
this is
Lovely.
great. This is fucking great. Hold on, let me just put that there.
Everyone else gonna show up. Jinx is gonna fireball.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
whatever thing
Zombie
happens.
Shambler.
Lovely. Jinx's turns over.
Alright, cool. Um, as your turn ends, Amon, raged werewolf, goes up to Magnus. Neo laying limp on Amon's back still. Hung on them like a backpack. Little sparks coming off them. Matthew proceeds to chase you. Oh. No. You do what I want. There. Gets to be right there. Once again next to you.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Me. Yeah. No boiling water. Oh, you're making Gobos. Okay. Fair enough. Sorry, I was trying to work out why Gaff was boiling the kettle, Gabe. I'm back.
Oh. Are you in... Technically, yes. You count as off guard for this attack. It's due to one of the abilities of Matthew.
I don't know. I don't know why it's doing this, and it just makes me sad.
It's okay, be
I
sad.
can't argue anything. I can't try and bait you for this because I don't know what the ability is.
It's a fun little ability that 23 is another
Got to
fucking
get
miss.
23 will hit.
Will it hit? What
No,
are
if
you,
I'm off
27?
guard. Off guard.
You're off guard, but 27, you're 25. Unless it's
What?
25. Oh, you're...
What are you on about? It's 20, I have 24.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that hits. My bad.
7.
I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right. And then another, he'll do 2, come chase after you, planning to kill you. 2 sword slashes. 23 and 24, and because you are sneak attacked, You also take an additional precision damage from this.
By this bullshit, absolutely bullshit attack.
You
Make
take
me stop.
24 for the first hit. And 17 for the second.
Why the fuck does every goblin but me have fucking sneak attack? Honestly, did like half the fucking
I
goblin
didn't.
rangers did?
Yeah. They had it on purpose though. Because there was more of you guys than them. Um, but yeah, no. This man chases after you, turns the corner, makes a few strikes. You can see the fear in Isaac's eyes as this child doesn't know what's going on. On your turn, as you're about to enter your turn, you can see from the corner of your eyes Amon's throat gets ripped out as chunks of their throat is in Magnus Fairborn's hands. And finally, the life in Neo's eyes turn on as the voice comes from Neo. Zzz. Get together. A very robotic voice, but one that's quite familiar to you. The voice of
It's
Vlajek.
Jack.
But before your turn goes off once more, coming in through the door, a bear proceeds to make its way over here. And now it's your turn.
Cool beans. So yeah, we'll have Shambly. Shambly's weirdly gonna because I can't give it two actions. Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna go over there and flank.
cool.
Shambly and Emily. Fuck it. I guess we punch.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why not? Very worried, which I don't think this person is to take a lot of things.
You've done literally no damage to them. 23 and a 22?
Neither of those hit, do they?
No, they do not.
The only thing I have in my hands is a healing potion. Where's
Yeah?
it's on a Mon's back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. Go back together.
Yeah, you once again run over. And as the turn order kind of goes, this, flanking Amon kind of retreats back a little more, bleeding through the throat. The bear gets between both you and Magnus. Matthew makes their way over. Isaac follows closely behind as once again, like before, a light starts to glow from Neo. But wait, there's more. As which one? Why is there 5 folders that say for fucking familiars. Sorry. Delete. Um. Yes. You know what? I don't have a token for him. I also don't want to go look through my tabs to find
I'm
the
sure it's
token.
fine.
You notice, Jinx, a elf-like man approach your group in sort of a panic and worry. It's one you sort of recognize. You see Hubert Mulback approach you all, and then a big pink flash. One very reminiscent to the night in which a bunch of spiders hoarded the guild hall. The world ceases to be. Once you gain your sight, well, before you even gain your sight, you feel a weightlessness to you. And as you open your eyes, surrounding you is emptiness. But it does have some sort of color, some sort of shape, as you are surrounded by what seems like stardust. Vast amounts of blues, purples, and blacks. A little bit of hints of green here and there surround you. And what's that a little bit ahead? Floating with you? There doesn't seem to be any surface you're standing on. Doesn't seem to be any walls. It's just shimmering lights and a robot. Neo. Surrounding you are these lights and Neo. And there's still some buzzing coming from Neo. What would you like to do?
I think I want to try and like puff out my chest and go over, but Jinx is very hurt. This will sort of limp on over.
Yeah.
What happened?
You limp over, and as you move, there seems to be nothing really, no kind of force or gravity. Your feet don't have a purchase on anything, so you sort of swim. Jinx? Oh. I can't see a thing through Neo. You all were supposed to be here. Guild Hall. Something about that
Yes, but you
explosion
missed.
just didn't miss. More like
It's not Guildhall.
shoddy craftsmanship with faintingly
Poor
energy.
worksmen blame tools.
Last work on this Yolanda. Where are we?
Jinx looks around.
Yeah, and like before, you're surrounded by darkness. Essentially, you're surrounded by outer space. What to describe it to you as the player? Let me go look at the picture I do. Here we go. Copy image, and I will send it to you. This is what you're essentially surrounded by. Little bright lights.
Oh, okay. The stars, like an
Yeah,
astral sea.
yeah. That's where you're floating in. Or even something a little, because this has a little more greenness and purple to it. Oh no, this one. It can also be akin to this.
Um, and we're just floating.
Yeah.
Right, Jinx is gonna start trying to swim through this starry sky.
Yeah, and you're able to. And as you start to swim more through this, you
Jinx is
notice
clearly looking for an edge.
you start to realize it's not more so the way you move here isn't more so with your arms and legs, but more so your mind and willpower.
Jinx doesn't know what a biplane is, so the Jinx can't imagine themselves in a tiny biplane. Um, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Um you go on, and as you go, you start to a light is sort of in your way, and the closer you get
Mm-hmm.
to it, you start to see a vision within it. And as you look inside of this light, you see what seems to be a snowstorm happening. Um, roll me a perception check, will you?
Okay. Uh, uh, Jinx. Natural 20.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Couldn't
Jinx.
do any of these last session, but
Yeah, right. Uh, Jinx, you are quick to notice within the snowstorm two of your allies. You see a Mon lying there, blood all over her fur, her outfit, and sitting above her is Ivera. You see Ivera struggling to find a way to close Amon's wounds. She's ripping her own cloak, wrapping it around Amon's neck. And occasionally she keeps looking deeply at Amon's mouth to see if there's any breath coming in or coming out because of how cold the weather around them is.
mm-hmm.
Um, and as you see that, the star soon starts to fade. And now it's just once again a normal light.
Lovely.
I'm assuming you continue to move through here.
Yeah, there's not a lot else to
Yeah,
do.
there is. You're right. Yeah, you continue to move, and again, buzzing comes from Neo as you leave them stranded in the middle of nowhere. Um, Jinx, where are you? Um, yeah, and you
Oh,
continue.
do have to take you with.
I
Jinx will swim back towards the voice and tie a rope around it.
And as you tie this rope, once again, once you tie the rope, it seems to uh Neo seems to shut off once again.
Mm-hmm.
You start to swim more through this vastness of space, you don't. It feels like years pass, but mostly been seconds. Another light shines near you, a little bright, and as you I'm assuming you approach it. Um,
Yeah, why not?
you see another one of your friends.
Ooh, lovely.
Once again, you see the snowy field,
This has got to be Noir, Salem.
and I'll let you keep that nat 20 in for this one because that was pretty impressive on the other one. Um, you see Salem standing in front of Isaac, the child that led you through the church, and Salem seems to be between Isaac and one other person. There, you see a gnoll snarling at Salem. It's Chucho the Mutt.
Choo Choo. Choo Choo Bazoo, my favourite.
Yeah, they're
Top
snarling at.
4 Murphle
They're
including
snarling.
including us,
Huh?
like top
Yeah,
4, including our
yeah.
team.
That makes me think you see them higher than like one of your other party members.
No,
Um, yeah.
no, not gonna tell you.
Yeah. You see Chucho the Mutt standing above. Standing. You see Salem standing between Isaac and Chucho. Chucho's eyes seem to be still beast-like, animalistic and primal. But once again, the stars soon fade. The star starts to fade, and you move away
Okay,
from it. You continue to swim through space, the void, as you see another bright star. You approach it, and you see an angry mob. What seems like an angry mob. It could be a bunch of mercenaries. You don't know. Um, but they're
fill me with
approaching.
confidence.
They seem to be approaching the Mirthful Lights guild house. And the thing that stands between the guild house and this mob or mercenaries or people with, torches, swords, a
Hmm.
butter knife is a little pumpkin headed Leshy. But before the scene can once again play out any more than it has, the star dies out. Neo starts to turn back on. Jinx. Oh no. Did they die?
Hmm. I'm sure at least half of them will be fine.
Look, we're being attacked.
Yes, yes, yes. Lots of questions to answer.
I get somewhere safe. Once again, Neo turns off. It's in that moment when Neo turns off that you feel something rip. You hear a noise, and one of the lights, the stars around you, starts to implode. You can feel an energy in this place open up. And it's not close enough to you, but you knew if you were closer to this star specifically, it would knock you back. As well as, it'll just knock you back. You can feel the trembling around you in the space you're in. The star, as it implodes, starts to open up and tear its way in. And from this hole, you can see what's from your distance a drow. If you'd like, you can make another perception check to see if you recognize
Okay.
this.
Fingers crossed. 21 notable.
Yeah.
Rolled all
Um,
right so far.
as this opens up, you recognize this face. You recognize who this is. It's a mirthful light.
Ooh.
You can you kind of squint your eyes, look at this opening what used to be a star. And there you see Ingol. This
Oh, Ghost Lady.
mm-hmm.
I've been in your time cave.
Time. Who? What? Her nose is slightly sort of bleeding. As you peek in, you can see wherever she is right now. There's a bunch of different arcanic runes, um, sigils, symbols all over her room. Time cage.
Time cave.
Time cave. Oh, you know,
Yes. Met ghosts in time cave.
she gives you kind of a confused look. Oh, you. A timestamp. You were in my time. I just did that a week ago.
Oh. I look at Neo. Oh.
You Who are you?
Mm, how likely are you to murder me? Is
Not
is is
likely.
pacifier? Yes, pacifier is a title you have for being nice. Yes.
If you've been there,
Hmm.
yeah, it's for being nice.
Yes. Good. Then I am Jing,
Jinx?
and this robot told no, the goblin who is talking through this robot told me you were dead.
Huh.
Also, is impersonating you.
She looks confused at both you and the robot.
I kick the robot.
Nothing. Your foot, you kick metal, a hunk of metal.
Okay. Yes. No magic. Teleporting guild house. For lights.
Yes,
Yes.
that's.
Um.
You know a
Is
lot.
isn't now goblin little goblin? It says he's the Murphalites. Not me. Other little goblin. Um. And he may or may not have hired us.
There's no goblin.
But when was the last time we were in guild house?
Say that again, Jess?
When was the last time you were in guild house?
I'm in the guild right now. How can I trust that you're a mirthful
What?
light?
What?
How how can I why are you
What?
it could be my mishearing as a DM.
What?
No, she's what? Now I'm fucking confused. All this what? Yeah. So you tell her the robot is impersonating the mirthful light her.
Yes, the goblin on the other side of the
The
robot
robot is
is impersonating the Murphalites, and he has hired us and is in replacing her. Um, and then I'm asking her how long she's been away from the guild house.
I there's no goblin in did I'm I'm back at the guild house.
What?
I'm peering in. I'm trying to peer through time and space, and I see
Uh,
you.
no,
No,
no. What?
I'm just as confused. I didn't expect I'll see a goblin, especially a goblin that's spilling out. What? Roll up diplomacy to see if she believes you. As you're just kind of, floating there in space with the robot.
19.
Alright. Do I
Uh,
still have this character stats somewhere?
I'm going to use my time travel powers, and about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Central one.
Oh, okay. Um,
Yeah, so as she asks me a question, I rewind time in front of her and just say no.
yeah. And uh she, as you kind of turn back the clock, um using the result even if it's worse than your first roll, um yeah, she looks, she's seems to be very skeptical, as she looks at you. um I don't know who you are.
I am Jinx.
How can I trust that you're just a goblin who accidentally started to float through the void?
Well, no, am best goblin. Ancient prophesized super goblin. Come through time. Um, made part of the new Murphy Light. I don't know, with kicking butt and saving people, and making some money, and then fell into the void. It just happened to adventurers sometimes.
Yes, I've
Jinx is like panicking and just not sure what this person wants to hear.
yeah, she's seems to be struggling with whatever she's holding. Um as she's just looking at you, peering, she reaches out into whatever sort of thing she's opened up, and as her hand touches against it, um it seems to be like a film glass separating you two.
I put my hand on it.
Yeah, you touch it as well. Interesting. Jinx, you say, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, she raises her hand, her other hand. She says something in Elven. Oh no, under what the fuck is Drows don't have a specific language in Pathfinder, but she says something in Elven, and her hand swipes, and it looks like she's about to cast a spell. But the connection drops.
Take
Um,
my best my toast.
say that again?
I definitely smelled something burning.
Oh. Yeah, that was about to be you if the connection didn't drop.
Oh god.
But yeah, the connection drops and Ingle disappears. In front of you is once more nothingness.
Where'd you put the hot water bottle?
Um What would you there's a few other kind of shining stars around you if you wish to try to pursue them.
Yeah, that's the best. I mean, hopefully one leads to the next step.
Yeah. You start to swim through once again the void. Roll me
Mm-hmm.
uh roll me a d6.
A D6, okay. DOS.
Yeah. This one you approach once more and it's a snowy environment. And in here, peering through, you can see Matthew, sword still drawn, pointing it at Evandor as Hubert sort of cowers in the back. Um, Hubert having an expression of a frightened sort of animal as his hand reaches into his coat. Evandor standing there, peering down, staring down into Matthew's eyes. And again, this star fades. Neo turns on once more. Jinx. Jinx.
Yes.
Finally, connection has been made again.
Lovely. Just met Ingol.
How?
Of the real Merfolite.
She's gone.
Nah, not really. Probably within like what, 2 weeks travel of Guildhouse.
Ingol? 2 weeks?
Wow. You know, that version of her. You know, in our timeline might be a little bit different, but I don't know, not that big an issue. Um, said hasn't heard of a goblin in the Merfolite. Lots of explaining to do.
I will tell you this. I am a light. Light, light, light. It seems like Neo's getting stuck on repeat. Um, with the
Lovely.
word light.
I'll head towards one of these stars, I guess.
Um, as it just keeps saying light, light, light. As you head to this star and you peer through it, um, it seems to be a scene in which you've lived before. You are roller skating out of the Duke's home and jumping out the window. As in this scene, you can see Amon laughing their ass off. Ivera looking a little concerned but chuckling along. Evandor, like, Jesus Christ, what the hell is wrong with these people? Um, and you can see yourself just, roller skating, backflipping out the window, breaking the glass. And once again, the star fades away. And then Neo's voice suddenly just speaks up out of its repeat. I took you all from making fine mistake. Could and have sorry dying chose brave strong R R R R. Once again, Neo gets stuck in a word. And then stops.
Jinx debates abandoning Neo. So we'll continue on to another star.
Yeah. And as you continue to this star, before you can peer through it, you feel something at your core. You feel a familiarity to it. You peek through the star, and within it, you see yourself younger at your temple. You're conning your fellow monks on the things they have. You see Josepher with a nicer pillow than you, and you're like, you know what? Kind of want that. You see your mentor. Your mentor's glass a little more full, and they offer you their drink, but you decline. And then they start teaching you a little bit ways of how to take more money, get more cash, the right way, and be a little shit about it. Until one day, you decided to go into a little part of your, monastery that you were told never to go into. You snuck in, opening the door. You know, picklocking the locks. And you are brought to a small little pool known as the cash flow. You remember hearing the elder monks talk about how being in here uh helped the one who started your guys' monastery to think about cash, how to get the
Mm.
best kind of cash. Um,
Um,
but you never knew why they locked it up. You never knew why this little pool became taboo. But curiosity got the better of you. Is it because you're a goblin? Because you're curious? Who knows? But you went into this pool. And something about it was very relaxing. And quickly, you close your eyes. You let the bubbles suddenly come up from the pool. And for a brief moment, in this light, the star itself takes shape. Is pulled away. And the star takes the shape of you, sleeping in that pool. And you suddenly get the brief memory of a little before you woken up from napping in that pool. You can swore you saw a goblin and a hunk of metal in your dreams. And the present you sort of comes to this realization that you just saw yourself. But before you can interact with yourself, you see in this star you waking up. And when you woke up, your monastery was in ruin, wrecked, destroyed. You start to walk around it. And then you feel something as you walk and search. Your monastery has walls have been torn down, little pieces of arts and artifacts thrown on the ground. You feel something rubbery underneath your feet, and you look down, and it's a mask of a goblin. You
well,
continue.
that's a bad sign.
You continue searching through this monastery, and you start to notice more and more things. The monastery itself is dusty. None of you let this stuff get dusty. It's everything is aged around you. And finally, you make your way outside the monastery that is aged and wrecked. And you can smell the most horrid smell. The most putrid of stenches. As in front of you is everyone who ever lived in your monastery dead. Burned alive, necrotic energy, even what seems like radiant energy. All of them dead from one thing or another. And the only clue you had at that time? A mask of a goblin. And as this star fades away, you can feel a presence that shakes you to your very core. That same feeling you got in the time cave. That primordial fear. As you hear in your ears, Jinx. Welcome to the first taste of infinity. What would you like to do, Jinx?
Are there any more stars?
No, they all seem
What?
to have gone dark.
Alright,
Even
well,
the color around
infinity
you
seems
starts to
like
fade.
sucks. So is there still, Neo?
Yeah. All that you can see around you is the rope and Neo. Even the blue and the greens fade from where you are.
I guess I'm gonna climb down that rope a little bit and hold on to Neo.
Are you scared?
Mm, yes.
Interesting. You are one like me. How did you enter infinity?
Uh, robot explosion?
Hmm. It usually takes a stench, great power, and force to enter this realm. I am shocked that this is only your second time, but your most conscious time. Tell
Yes.
me.
Very conscious.
um, yeah, and while you're here, you don't know where the sound exactly is coming from. This voice doesn't sound like it sounds like it's right in front of you, but next to you, but behind you
Coming
and
from all
above you.
directions,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no way to tell where it originates.
Wow.
Um
At least Jinx is reasonably sure in the knowledge that this is probably not one of the goblin gods. They tend to take the forms of giant wolves, barghursts. They're like a goblin giant wolf monster.
Jinx. What is your goals in life?
To to make it everyone to make everything better.
Hmm. Simple and noble.
Maybe.
For a second, you can feel, you don't see it, but you can just feel like a hand sort of touch under your chin, but nothing is there. Your kind can
Oh,
help this goal. The ones
My kind?
you've met. They have a very similar goal, Jinx.
Okay.
You will meet others of the stench soon.
Okay.
I saw it.
What is stench?
It is you. It is
Hmm.
others.
Hmm. It's not very descriptive. Helpful.
It just means
Could spell out for me.
Stench. But that is in the common tongue. In the goblin
Uh,
tongue, it is.
got
It
it.
just means you originate from the source.
Okay.
If you want more, go back to my followers.
Your was
And like that, you can feel this hand push you. And suddenly, what little no gravity or whatnot, you feel yourself rocketing through infinity.
oh,
You feel it's almost like you are going at mass speeds. Um, what's that called when you're like, uh,
fast be like I'm picturing
yeah,
2001: A Space
yeah,
Odyssey,
yeah, yeah.
like kaleidoscopic colors.
And as you are going through, suddenly you feel yourself crash and glass shattering as you roll and tumble with Neo. And when you gain perception again, above you is a big titted goblin that you know
Oh,
as Stinkette.
hell yeah!
And around you
Oh my
is a
god,
wooden
is
floor.
Stinkhead a stench?
Around you is wooden floors, tables, and
Would this be bonkers?
familiar faces as we'll stop